Good day, everyone. This is the first part of Chapter 8 for auditing of CIS environment or in a CIS environment, which is entitled Using Computer-Assisted Audit Tools and Techniques. So this chapter would actually focus on how would auditors, especially the IT auditors, would make use of the technologies available so that it would be easier for them to be able to conduct audits or IT audits. For this morning, we will still have Miss Pasinio. So if you can remember her from previous chapter all about e-business risks, she will be discussing the same. So hopefully you will be able to see the presentation on your respective screens. And let us begin in 3, 2, and 1.
Hello everyone, I am Astrid Pasinio and I will be discussing the first part of Chapter 8 using computer-assisted audit tools and techniques. So CAAT or CAAT stands for Computer-Assisted Audit Tools and Techniques. It refers to the use of technology to help evaluate controls by extracting and examining relevant data and analysis, and the software used to increase an auditor's personal productivity. So this tool facilitates the auditors to make search from the irregularities from various given data. So with the help of this tool, the internal accounting department of any firm will be able to provide more analytical results, and these tools are not only used in accounting but also throughout every business environment, including the industry sectors as well. And also, with the help of computer-assisted audit techniques, more forensic accounting and more analysis can be done eventually, because the CAAT tools supports the forensic accounting, in which larger amount can be diverted to the analytical form, and it also prompts where the tool detects particular fraud. So this is definitely a helpful tool that will surely help the firm's auditors to work in an efficient and productive manner. Computer-assisted audit tools and techniques is categorized into two. One is computer-assisted audit tools, and the second is computer-assisted audit techniques. So I will be discussing the first category, the computer-assisted audit tools, while the computer-assisted audit techniques will be discussed later on by my partner. So let's proceed. Computer-assisted audit tools are also classified into two. So the first is audit productivity software, or also called as productivity tools. And the second one is a generalized audit software tools. So the productivity tools includes electronic working papers, groupware, time and billing software, reference libraries, and document management. While the generalized audit software tools includes ACL, Audit Expert System, and Statistical Analysis. And we will be discussing them one by one. So the first classification is audit productivity software. So basically, these productivity tools is vital to an organization, mainly because they simplify collaboration and communication, and they streamline processes, and they save time, and also they ensure that the workloads are allocated fairly, and when it is used effectively and efficiently, they just make it easier for the people or the employees to do their jobs properly. So the first software associated with audit productivity is electronic working papers. It refers to any program that auditors can use to compile and archive audit documentation. And the core function of it is the ability to upload the work directly into the program, wherein auditors are able to organize it and then record their review and approval using electronic signatures and date stamps, and also they back up their works and lock down their finished product. And this particular audit works is created using familiar tools like the Word documents and Excel spreadsheet, as well as the scanned PDFs, resulting to a paperless workplace. So working papers are important because they are necessary for audit quality control purposes and provides assurance that the work delegated by the audit partner has been completed, and at the same time it provides evidence that an effective audit has been carried out, and it increases the efficiency and the effectiveness of the audit because it contains sufficiently detailed and up-to-date facts, which justifies the reasonableness of the auditor's conclusions. The second software associated with audit productivity is groupware. Groupware is also called as collaborative software. It is an application software designed to help people working on a common task to attain their goals and objectives, and it allows multi-users scheduling, planning, and file sharing. So the term groupwares covers a broad and a very specific software implementation, but what is common to that is there is more than one user collaborates in the same environment using the same tools and processes. And an example of this is the IBM's Lotus Notes, which is one of the earliest collaboration software that was created, and up until now many companies and offices uses this software. The third software associated with audit productivity is time and billing software, in which it helps companies to track the time spent on projects and bill based on the project's data. So, tracking the time effectively using hourly billing software can help the organization in many ways because it eliminates the difficulties that are associated with other traditional methods used, and some of the online time tracking and billing software tools make logging time an effortless process for the users, wherein users can store their documents online or have instant access to their time slips, the bills, and as well as the invoices using any device on the go. So the benefits of time and billing software is that it records a day-to-day work log, because having an organized work logs completed in a timely manner will avoid confusion and will accurately generate the bills. And it also serves as an all-in-one billing interface, because the time and billing software eliminates confusion and reduces the effort on the billing process, because it brings the time, the expenses, and the projects together in one interface already. There is also an increased work productivity, because one of the advantages of tracking time is that it gives an overview on where the time of the employee is spent, and on how productive that particular staff is, and we are able to assess as to which particular or specific areas in the organization needs attention and improvement. Payments are also processed faster, because by using integrated billing software, many businesses and consultants are able to streamline this work to make it less burdensome and convenient. And also, the billing software enables invoicing to be shared within clients online, which will reduce the delays in billing that will eventually result to a faster payments. And lastly, it avoids billing confusion with clients, because we know that one of the reason or a cause that might lead to a misunderstanding with a valued client is improper billing. So who wants that to happen, right? So by using the automated time and billing software, we can avoid upsetting the clients, and at the same time reduces the risk of losing them due to billing misunderstanding. The fourth productivity tools is reference libraries, which means the efficiency in finding and reporting information. So having references will provide accurate reporting for the data, which allows the company to put processes in place, and achieve maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or minimum expenses, that will not only save the time and money, but it will also provide the employees with the actionable goals and the strategies to reach these specific goals, and increasing not only their productivity but their satisfaction as well.
All right. So Pasinio mentioned about the impact of the audit productivity software or productivity tools to the conduct of audit. Yes, they are going to make the jobs of the IT auditors easier, and they become more effective and efficient in the process. One of that is all about reference libraries, wherein, for example, if we talk about auditing Normally, if this is financial statements audit, we have to look into the standards. So we are going to search for information on the standards. Can you just imagine if you will do that manually, or we do that manually, wherein we're going to scan the information. So that would take much time and effort in our case. And supposedly we could have made use of that for other more analytical aspects of things than just finding the information. So it's just as simple as Control plus F, and reference library can be very specific, like what line, what specific part of the standard, and so on. So this is one thing that is the benefit of the reference libraries, for example. Let's continue.
The fifth productivity tool is document management. It is the processes of handling documents in a way that enables them to be created, shared, organized, stored, and retrieved efficiently and effectively. And at the same time, it is essential for companies' information to be private and secure. So a good document management system basically allows visibility to the workflow, so that the auditors can see and detect which users access a particular information, or when updates were made to specific documents, and other details about the organization's document processes that will help them perform their audit activities. The second classification is computer-assisted audit. In computer-assisted audit tools is generalized audit software tools, which is a class of packaged software that allows the auditors to interrogate a variety of databases, application software, and other sources, and then
Yeah, actually, the generalized audit software tools, also known as GAS tools, generalized audit software, hence GAS. These are actually tools which are commercially packaged, and they're available already in the market. So they can just be bought like the licenses, and they can be installed for the app for our computerized systems or computers. So we can just make use of these already available tools, and easier for us to be able to do our jobs as auditors.
conduct analysis and audit routines on that it extracted or particular data. So the generalized audit software, or GAS, packages enables auditors to review computer files without continually rewriting processing programs. So the first generalized audit software is ACL. ACL stands for Audit Command Language. It is a data extraction and analysis software used for fraud detection and prevention, and risk management. It samples large data sets to find irregularities or patterns in transactions that could indicate control weaknesses or fraud. So the audit command language was designed to allow the end user to be able to work with the data sets and see live changes. And the tools and graphical user interface are laid out in a way to enable exactly this particular goal. So like for instance, The users can make changes to the table to create fields in existing tables and creates new tables in the project itself. And after that, export these changes into report ready format. So basically, ACL is widely used for data extraction and analysis and allows for virtual 100% testing of a client's data. The second generalized audit software is Audit Expert System. So an expert system is as a software program integrates a searching and sorting program with a knowledge database, and it uses artificial intelligence methods to solve problems within a specialized domain that ordinarily requires a human expertise. So the expert systems are often used to advise non-experts in situations where a human expert is not available. Like, for example, it may be too expensive to employ a human expert, or it might be difficult to reach a particular location. So these systems are capable of handling enormously complex tasks and activities, as well as an extremely rich knowledge database structure and content, and can reduce production downtime, and as a result, it increases outputs and quantities. The audit experts system includes audit planning, risks assessments, materiality, and controls evaluation. Audit expert system is basically based on a series of if then production rules. So the if part is called the antecedent, or referred to as a premise or condition, and then the then part is called the consequent, or referred to as the conclusion or the actions.
Or we can say
An
that
advantage of audit.
for a while. So we can also say that if it is a series of if or if then production rules, this would mean that the if would be the condition or the hypothesis, we would say that, while the then would be the output or the conclusion as said by Pasinio. If X would happen, then X would be the result. I hope that is clear.
Expert system is that it is unbiased, and it captures expertise and is always available. But
Yeah.
a disadvantage of it is difficult to develop. The last example of generalized audit software is statistical analysis. These are specialized computer programs which helps to collect, organize, analyze, interpret, and statistically design data, and performs statistical analysis on a client's data file. So this software utilizes programs designed to allow its users to perform complex statistical analysis that they are unable to do by hand, and with the use of statistical tools. And with the use of this, the auditor can specify the audit risk he or she wants to run and come up with their conclusions afterwards. And that will be the end of my report. Thank you for listening and keep safe always. Bye.
All right. So thank you, Miss Pasinio, for your very exhaustive and well explained and thorough discussion of the contents of the first part of our chapter. I wish and hope that everyone got something from this particular session. Watch out and stay tuned for the second part, still about the usage or using of computer assisted audit tools and techniques. And I'll see you next time for another session. Thank you and God bless us all.